From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Atlanta Braves. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Julio Teheran gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real solid year so far. You can see 15 wins on the season. Looking to add to that total right here.
Matt Joyce heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Rays, the left fielder, number 20, Matt Joyce.
And we are underway from Turner Field as the first pitch misses this afternoon, taken for ball one. Eric, these Braves, as they begin here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, he's second in the league in hitting right now, so we'll see what kind of finish he can put on.
Teheran sets. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. Simmons on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Evan Longoria will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond's a very fair umpire, Matt. Calls a pretty standard strike zone. Usually not a lot of complaints either way.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Full count, 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first?
First inning? Yeah, why not?
Runners on first with 1 down. And a good eye there from Longoria as he's aboard. It's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Will Myers will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title.
This guy does it all when he comes to the plate. He's got a chance to win that batting title, but he also leads in on-base percentage.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Victor Martinez will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And a good swing there by the switch-hitting Martinez, but he missed it. 0-2.
Boy, he hasn't been able to find the target with any regularity, so you can't afford to bail him out by chasing bad pitches.
And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ripped on the ground to first. To second for one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back to Turner Field following this. Matt Moore is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you start talking about potential Cy Young Award winners in the American League, his name comes to the forefront. He's been dominating all year long, and if he can continue to throw the way he has, I see no reason why he doesn't win this. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Andrelton Simmons comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And they've got the division title in their back pocket already. Now it's just a matter of playing for the seeding and maybe getting a few of your guys a day off or two before the real fun begins.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ready on 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier waits on it. One away. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, they know they're playing on a team that has a great team ERA, so just a couple of runs can be enough for them to get victories.
Melvin Upton will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, you look at the numbers overall, and they're not good, and guess what he did yesterday? Not good. No hits.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. We'll move to the second now at Turner Field with no score. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
Well, the season's winding down, and this has been a terrific year all around for him. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball this year.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chip. He's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
3-2 now.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Hayward. At the track, the wall. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 31 for him on the season as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. In there, strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And another foul ball. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
John Jaso.
John Jaso will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And when you've got a pitcher out there that you think might still be a little distracted from the home run earlier in the inning, you can use that to your advantage. And he does that right there by taking second.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he's retired here, 1 away. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Matt Moore will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike one. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Matt Joyce will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
He did a great job of just sitting back on a changeup, and then he smoked it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Hit hard, and oh, this is off the second base bag. And he is in there.
Well, this one's going to go as an infield single, and it keeps the inning rolling right here. Now, as you see, he tries to rush this ball over to second base, hoping to get the force, but it's going to get there just a little bit too late, and everybody's safe.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there, like even he can't figure out what's going on.
The 1-0 delivery. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Evan Longoria will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Oh-1, here's the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. And he's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Will Myers stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Grounded to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Rays 2 and the Braves nothing. Justin Upton will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
Line to the right side, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Conrad Casto will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
1 out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. On the ground to the left side. Longoria's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Kiermaier makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They're still down. It's 2-0. Victor Martinez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Tehran into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and Johnson has some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Asdrubal Cabrera stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Kevin Kiermaier strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
John Jaso stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Right there for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Matt Moore will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. One run scores. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, you know that old saying, anybody with a bat in his hand is dangerous, and sure enough, it's the pitcher that comes through here, and he drives in too.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Henry Germano is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Matt Joyce will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Hayward has a read on it. 2 down.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Two down, runners at first and second. And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rays 4 and the Braves nothing. Jonas Linden will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, folks, he's been one of the best in the American League so far this year. Currently third in that department. So it goes without saying, these guys look forward to every start he makes. More often than not, he's going to put them in a position to get a W. He's doing that again so far in this one.
Ken Haight comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Henry Germano will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. The Rays 4 and the Braves nothing. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Third baseman number 3, Evan Longoria.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Upton Jr., but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And Longoria will keep going. He's headed for third. The relay throw, and he is out at third. And that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
Yeah, I guess it's easy to say in hindsight, but to me, this is just way too big a risk. You're leading off the inning. You've already got 2 bases easy. So he just gets a little too ambitious out there, thinking that he can turn second and go to third. But a great relay nails it.
Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Myers will turn for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as you can see right there, he's up to 45 now on the year.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
In now, Victor Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted into center field. Hayward is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
As Drupal Cabrera steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Hit out towards second. Haight is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rays 4 and the Braves nothing. Andrelton Simmons will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner too. 9 up, 9 down.
Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Tap fouled at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here it comes, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Standing in now, Melvin Upton, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Kiermaier giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as this is grounded foul off to the left. It's strike 1. Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he won't get the throw off, actually, as he can't find the handle, and it's a successful steal of third base.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a stolen base anyway. But you can see here in show motion, he looks like he's caught off guard behind the plate to begin with, and then he sort of fumbles the exchange from glove to hand. And at that point, just forget about it.
One and one, here it comes. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Justin Upton stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, And all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
A man on third with 2 down. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Kevin Kiermaier heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And a rather easy first out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
John Jaso will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Nope.
Ball 1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw. It's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Matt Moore comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Rays held in check here, but they're in front 4-0. Conrad Casto will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First delivery to him on the way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Myers is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Digging in to try it again, Chris Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Bases are empty, one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Opposing batters have not been having a lot of fun against him. Pretty intimidating when you're facing a guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
First pitch on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Moore is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Matt Joyce steps in here to lead off the sixth as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he takes a called strike two. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well, some comebackers you hate and some comebackers you love. And you can file this one under the love category, as he'll gobble up the check swing grounder here and make the easy little toss over to first base for the out.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently leads the Rays in that category.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Now to the plate, Will Myers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. On to the second baseman covering, and he can't handle it. But they'll go ahead and tag their man out anyway, and a strange third out here as the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tampa Bay leads this one 4-0. Ken Haight will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
In there, no balls and a strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 down.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Freddie Freeman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Hard liner to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well, and I think the heart of this system is right on top of us now because it's really coming down out there.
Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Melvin Upton Jr.
Melvin Upton will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Turner Field. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Andrew McCready is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Andrew McCready.
Victor Martinez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
The 2-1 on its way. 2-2. Right side and right into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
as Drupal Cabrera will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Hit hard on the ground at third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
Yeah, and when you're looking to run up and catch him by surprise, you're hoping it's going to be a fastball. Because when you get an off-speed pitch, it really kind of throws your timing off.
The 0-1. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
John Jaso digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. One left for Tampa. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their third hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Justin Upton will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Scorched to third, taken in by Longoria. On to first, and it's dropped. And a real mistake there. That's got to be an E3.
Well, let's watch this. I don't know quite what the problem was. It just sort of looked like he clanked it over there. And, yeah, sure enough, the throw's right there. He doesn't close the glove around it.
Conrad Casto will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the shutout will disappear on the sacrifice fly as they're finally on the board here in inning number 7.
Yeah, they had to scratch and claw to get it done, but this sac fly finally gets them on the board. Hey, the way things are going, they'll take it.
Chris Johnson steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box, Jonas Linden, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 4-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Eric Aparicio will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Sixth spot, number 28.
Matt Moore gets an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and, well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
Trey Barnett is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. In there, and it's 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Matt Joyce.
At the plate, Matt Joyce. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0 delivery. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Boy, leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
Here's the 3-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Ben Zobrist will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Rocket to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. At the plate, Evan Longoria. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
A pause and the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is through into left field. A base hit. The relay, and he's safe.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Jordan Walden will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Jordan Walden.
Corey Dickerson will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
The 1-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Again, he sends it out of play. This is skied out to deep center field. Hayward racing back, still going back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. The relay throw, and this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Victor Martinez strides in, grounded out his last time through. First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Upton on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are in front, 5-1. Corey Dickerson will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 10, Corey Dickerson.
Doug Castle is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Castle.
Leading off the inning, Ken Haight, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
And he falls behind 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Stephen Hurd will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Andrelton Simmons stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Ground ball right side. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We've played 8 full. It's the Rays 5 and the Braves 1. As Drupal Cabrera steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
John Jaso ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Line drive to center field. Hayward will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 57, Jake McGee.
Striding in to start the 9th, Melvin Upton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, number 2.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two. struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His third strikeout in the game, and I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike one. McGee comes set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier on the run. 2 gone.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Justin Upton makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You know, you keep wondering if this is going to be the day that it ends, and it just never seems to happen. This is really becoming an incredible streak.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 5-1. So long from Atlanta.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays: 5 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Moore, his 23rd win of the season. The loss goes to Julio Teheran. He falls to 15-6. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance at Turner Field this afternoon, 50,096. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.